So we want to factor out what's common in each term. Starting over again here. Which is the quantity of a plus b. That's common in each term, so that's a common factor. I'm going to take that value and I'm still going to write it as a quantity, and then that leaves me with, if we take the AB and factor it or divide it or reduce it out of that first term, it leaves me with x squared. And then I look at my next term, minus, and I factor out the a plus b there, leaves me with x. Go to my last term, factor out the a plus b, gives me minus 6. And then I'm to a point where I can factor the trinomial into two binomials. Still need to bring down the a plus b in front. And then this is going to factor to x and x. Looking at the second sign, it's negative, so the signs are going to be different. And I want the factors of 6 that have a difference of, the coefficient here would be a 1, 2 and 3. Our first sign is a negative. So that makes it a, we want the 3 or a bigger factor with that sign. This entire piece is your answer. Don't leave off that sum, that quantity. In some ways, I'm guessing it will be easier because for some reason it's easier to spot something in parentheses that looks the same. On this one, our common factor, again, is the sum, so it's x plus y. And we take that out of each term, we get an x squared plus 9x plus 20 as our trinomial. So x plus y in parentheses, and then our two sets of parentheses that we're factoring our trinomial into, x and x. The signs are going to be the same, and they're going to be positives. So I want the factors of 20 that have a sum of 9. 5 and 4. And that is your answer. Simple? Factoring out that greatest common factor. It just happens to be a quantity now instead of individual coefficient values or an extra exponent in there. This one mixes a little bit of the stuff. Okay. We still, real obviously, we have this x minus 1 in each term, but do we have anything extra in there as well? Right, there's an m in each term that's we could factor out also. So I'm going to do it this way. It wouldn't be wrong if you put x minus 1 m, but I'm going to put the m in front and then the x minus 1. And then that leaves me with, once I take the m and the x minus 1 out, x squared plus 7x plus 10. M, then the x minus 1. Again, just reminding you that this is part of the answer, having that part in front. Signs are going to be the same, and they're going to be positive. Factors of 10 that have a sum of 7. And 5. Yes, ma'am.
Can you put the x minus 1 m at the end of it? Would it be wrong too?
It wouldn't be wrong. You should be used to factoring the greatest common factor out to the front, but if you, for whatever reason, did it, the order here doesn't matter because.
It's all like it's gonna be the same as you did.
Because what's that rule?
Oh, the community.
Commutative property of multiplication. Yeah, so that will not matter what the order is. It's just, I think most of them will be graded or have a graded answer like this. All right, the next part of the lesson, everybody looking at your book, 72.B, the pyramids and cones. Looks a little complicated. Looks a little strange. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Is it strange enough that we should just forget it?
Yes.
I think so too. If when you see a problem dealing with the cones and pyramids on your homework problems, just skip it. Even if I've assigned it and it's in there, you just don't do it. All right?
It's awesome. Are we doing it next year?
Huh? I have. Well, this is one of the first lessons that I went through. I took this book to Mr. Curran, geometry instructor, and asked him to kind of look at what lessons we didn't need to cover. And this part is one he said, I don't think you need to worry about that.
Like,
So,
we're never gonna worry about it? Or
well, if you do, there will be a unit in geometry you'll learn about it. But there's
don't
not
have
a
to do number
necessary
30
reason to do it today. Okay?
It's only number 30. So it's only
So
number
let me look at
30.
number 30.
It actually kind of looks easy, but at the same time it don't.
Well, and it's probably not super hard. Yeah, find the volume, you just have to know the
I like
formula,
elementary.
which the formulas are somewhere, but we're not gonna worry about it.
Looks like all you gotta do is like get the size and then the whole.
Plug them into the formula, but we're not gonna do that. What's the formula then? You already have it memorized, it's so easy?
No, it just
Then-
looks so easy.
Yeah.
Cause then all you gotta do is get the
Did
size.
you look at the formula?
Yeah, but I think
No, we're
if you
talking
get, like,
volume,
the
not
surface-
surface area. Volume.
Yeah, but if you get the surface area, it's really easy.
Well, maybe, but here's surface area, yes.
Is volume different?
Volume, there's surface area, area of lateral face, and then volume is 1/3 the area of the face times the height and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, there you go. Your assignment. Problem set 72, 1 through 30. It's due Wednesday. Because test is Tuesday. I will, however, personally not be here tomorrow.